Hey, hello everyone. Hello. Hey, hi everyone. This is Sachin.
Hi.
Anantri.
Hello.
Hi, Sachin. Good evening.
Hi Sachin.
Hello. So maybe just wait for uh, a minute or so, and then we can start discussing. I hope this should be fine.
Sure, Sachin.
Yeah. And again, I mean, just to clarify once again, I'm just like one of you. So I'm not from Rajesh team. I'm just like one of one of attendees like you. But what I also in the last 3 weeks only I'm just exploring Giroda. So there were lots of features that I struggled to explore by various way by googling or by contacting with customer care, and I thought that there are some more people like me who might be struggling with how to use Giroda. So that the reason I thought, okay, I'll just have a discussion with you all, and then we can share the knowledge with each other. So that is the whole purpose of having this discussion.
Thank you Sachin. So kind of you, and hopefully this is free of cost.
Yes, yes, absolutely. it is it,
Bonus.
it is free of cost. So yeah, so some people said that, I mean, they have not yet opened the account. So that is the reason I'm just recording this discussion with you with your permission, so that I can share the recording with the wider audience in case if they need, anyone need a further reference, they can refer to that recording.
Sure,
Okay,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks,
Thank you.
sir.
Thanks for the
Yeah,
session.
sure, Sachin.
right. Okay, so it is 9:03. I hope whoever need to join, they have joined. So let us, okay, I'll start maybe sharing my screen. Just give me a minute. And I'm switching off my video and I will be sharing my screen. So everyone, I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know once you see my screen.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, it's visible.
Okay. So I mean, whoever has already opened the Zerodha account, I mean, everybody know that, okay, once you start, this is the screen you will get where you need to log in. Um, and there is new feature which is recently added. So I'm not sure. I mean, I hope everyone is using this feature called TOTP, which is kind of a one more layer of Google authentication for more
Yeah, yeah.
security. Okay,
Yes.
that is good. So by default, once we log into our Zerodha account, by default, this page will hold your, I mean, go to the, I mean, land at the dashboard page. Okay, so so left hand side, you may see a couple of um, default scripts, that is the name of the companies, and whatever maybe you like, you can add additional names as well. Okay, so maybe you can, somebody can tell their any, I mean, any of the favorite company name, we can just try adding.
Currency you can add.
Sorry, just give me a second. Just like few more are waiting. So I'm updating all. Yes, I think somebody was suggesting some name.
Currency, is it?
Okay, so let us add INR or USD INR.
Yeah, USD or GBP INR, anything is fine.
Let us say GBP INR. Okay, so I think we know most of the currencies are traded either in a futures or option. So let us add GBP INR September future. So something, I think this one is already added. So suppose if it's not added, if you hover your mouse on that particular script or company, you will see couple of options. So the last plus this green symbol is the add options. Once you add that particular company, or normally we say scripts, it will be visible under your list. So if you see at the bottom, I can see this GBP INR has been added into my script. Okay. So the one simple thing, let us see how, I mean, what are the various options of buying a share. So suppose maybe I have decided to buy GBP INR or buy or sell. So let us look at the buy option. So may I request, if the audience are not speaking, can you go on mute, or let me try if I can mute everyone. Okay, thank you. So there is a first option is buy, sell. This is the market depth. Market depth basically tells that the actual ongoing price. So so if you look at the currency market is still on, and it will be on till 11 o'clock, I think. And that is the reason you can see that, okay, some buying as seller is still happening. Okay. So so buying option is
is it on Saturday also?
I'm not sure. I think it is in, as per the global market. If you look at the US, I think US will be still a Friday night something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're working today.
There may be
Let's check.
there may be some timing, something difference. But suppose it is, I mean, let us assume that it is on or not.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So most, I mean, mainly we are trying to understand that, like, how to buy and sell. Okay. So for buying, and you can press at this blue button B, and then a small pop-up window will be launched. Okay. So by default, you will get few options. Like by default, it will launch the normal means you can purchase and hold it as long as you want. You can purchase it today, you can sell it maybe after 1 hour, 1 minute, or after 1 month, or any time you want in future. And there is another option which is the MIS. This is basically the intraday. So that means if we are buying it today, our intention is to sell it today itself. However, there is a way to convert intraday to the normal as well. But as of now, let's look at how, I mean, the buying option. So the first check, I mean, drop down here, you can increase or decrease the number of quantity as much you like. The next option is market. So by default, the market radio button market will be selected. So what it will do, whatever the last traded amount, okay, last traded amount happen, based on that, nearby somewhere you will get the price of the share if you are purchasing. However, as per my experience, it will give you the worst price. Okay. So for example, if 98.1 is the 1 rupee is the price of 1 GBP, maybe you will get little bit higher than there, something like that. Okay. So to control the price, if you wanted to purchase whatever the specific price or the best price, better you can select this limit option, and there you can specify. So maybe somebody is offering 98.1, and here if you look at, somebody is saying that okay, I will only pay 98.03. Similarly, you can say that okay, I can pay maybe 91 point maybe 0.25, something like that. Okay, so in that case, you will limit, you will control the price at what you wanted to purchase. And most of the time, whatever the, depending on the bid, by looking at the buying and selling price, if you nearby price, if you put 99%, you will get your share at the limit price. So this is the simplest way of purchasing. If you click on here the more option, okay, so there you will find some more option. Maybe we can discuss little bit later. Okay, but this is the simplest way to buy a share. Okay, once we click on buy, the order will be placed and it will be visible under this order section, and then it will tell you okay, the order is successful or not. Okay, maybe I can show you some other example, because the market is off now, so it will be safer to put the order, and price is also low, so if something is happen, it won't be no big difference. So so because it was the currency trading, but suppose I wanted to buy a share of, for example, BHEL. Okay, so there is some, I mean, few additional option you will get. So when you are trying to purchase a BHEL share or any other normal equity share, not a futures or option, there once you again, there's the same option, you can purchase the market price or limit price, and based on that you can put your limit, and here itself you can set your stop loss. So if you click on the stop loss, here is the percentage value you need to put, maybe minus 2% of the buying price, maybe you want it to go, and this percentage you can arrive based on your stop loss limit that you get from your chart analysis. And similarly, so what will happen if if after your purchase, once the price will go below minus 5%, your share will be automatically put for the sale. I will show you how it happens. And other way, you can also set the target or the upper limit. Suppose maybe once you see if you want that okay, after 10% of share price increase, this again the price, I mean share goes into the market for sale, though that kind of option you can also provide here. Okay, so suppose I'm providing this option and I'm saying clicking on the buy. Okay, let us see what happened. So it says that okay, market are closed for trading today, try placing AMO order. So I mean, because order this is after market order, so it cannot be placed as a normal order. However, if suppose I mean you are desperate that okay, maybe you wanted to purchase this share on Monday, and maybe after the market's closing, and you might be busy. Okay, I mean you are confident that okay, you need to purchase some order on Monday, but you don't have a time. So there is another option, you can place the order in advance by selecting this option. It says after market order. So if you select this after market order, and whatever the price and the quantity you want to provide, you can provide. And so once you hit on the buy, whenever market opens and whenever the market price is closer to your price, 41.65 rupees, your order will be automatically placed and you will get that much, I mean the mentioned share amount. Okay. So, I mean, this is the simplest way to purchase any share. So maybe if anyone having any questions or doubt on
Yeah,
buying,
hi.
okay. Yes.
Yeah, hi, this is Pratik here. I just need to ask you one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The stop loss which we have selected, right? So it will be valid for how many days?
It will be valid till the time it is not triggered. Okay. Okay. So in that case, I will provide you a one better option. Okay. Of the putting the stop loss. That is the one simplest way. Other way is, suppose you placed one order and you have not selected any stop loss. Okay. So suppose I'm just going into some of the orders which I have already placed. Okay. So let us say you have already purchased the BHEL, but you have not put any of the stop loss. So
Okay, we have only put the purchase price.
correct. You have purchased, your order has been executed, and you can see all your orders under, once your orders are successfully executed, may not on the same day. So immediately all your order will be under order section. Okay. But over the night, when what happens that with the BSC or the actual stock market, the order execution happen in the night. It's like a same thing, like you place an order in Amazon, so it says that okay, your order has been placed, so that one you can see it here. But in the night, when the execution happens with the exchange, so in that case, your actual purchasing happens with the exchange over the night, and next day or by night you can able to see your all the successful order under the holding section.
Okay.
Okay, you got it right, what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I mean, the delivery will be getting the next day. Only
Correct.
the order will be placed the previous day.
Correct. So, but suppose after placing the order, immediately you wanted to put a stop loss. Okay. So what I'm trying to say that, okay, then don't search for your order under holdings, because you have just purchased and you wanted to put the stop loss. You come under the order, select that order in and put the stop loss. And this is the same way I'm going to show how you can put it. So suppose, because all the orders has been executed and they are under the holdings, and suppose I have forget putting the stop loss. Okay. So because I have already put the stop loss for all my orders, so I'm just showing you for your understanding purpose. So once you hover your mouse on the order, you can see the three blue dots, that is, and it is saying options, right? So once you click on those boxes, you will get some list of options. So what you need to select, the option create GTT. So it means that a good till trigger. So once you click on create GTT, you will get this window. Okay. So on this window, by default, there will be a couple of options, like because you have already purchased it, it will be selected as a sell. And their trigger type, there will be a two trigger type. One is the single, one is OCO. That means one cancels other. Okay. So what is single? Single means that maybe suppose you wanted to put only the stop loss. That means whenever, suppose you wanted to say that, okay, you purchase your share on maybe 40 rupees 65 paisa, and you wanted to put that, okay, whenever share starts, price start falling, maybe below 38 rupees, then this automatic trigger happens that your shares sorry, can you guys please go on mute if you are not speaking? I'm not getting options to mute everyone. Hello everyone, if you are not speaking, can you go on mute?
Mr. Anathi.
Anathi sir, could you please be on mute? Okay. So what I was explaining, suppose you purchase your share on 40 rupees or 41 rupees, and you don't want to lose your money because of unfavorable market scenario. And you can decide, I mean, based on your analysis, suppose you decided, okay, if share price start falling below 39 rupees, my share should be triggered as a sell option. It should go into the market, and whatever the number of shares. Suppose you purchase 5 shares, you can put all the 5 shares for the sale, just for example. And you also need to give the price range. So for example, your share will be triggered for sale whenever the price reaches 39 rupees. But you need to give the price range. So what I mean by price range is, once share started falling below 39 rupees, it means that, okay, below 39 rupees and above 37 rupees, whatever the best price available, I should get it. So that is the reason there are trigger price and the price. That is the difference. At trigger price, your share will be triggered for sale, and 37 rupees will be the limited price. I mean, you want your share to be sold above 37 rupees and below 39 rupees. I mean, 39 rupees is the trigger one. I mean, as long as your actual share price, I mean, market price of the share won't fall under 30. I mean, below 39. This order won't go for the selling. Okay. So here my one suggestion is, don't put very small limit. For example, if your trigger price is 39, and you can specify that, okay, I want 38.5. Like, you don't want it to sell below 38.5. So in this example, what happened? You are just providing the 50 paisa difference between trigger price and selling price. There might be a case when share price suddenly fall below 39 and it goes below 38. That means if a sudden fall happens and share price goes 35 to 38 or 37, your share will not be triggered. In that case, what will happen? The share price keep on falling, and your money, you will keep on losing your money. So I mean, based on the share price, give some range. So I mean, maybe if the 50 rupees kind of share, at least give, maybe I can say 4-5% difference you can put between the trigger price and the this price. I hope you are getting my point.
New economy. Computer science isn't an optional skill. It's a basic skill. Now we have to make sure all are for the jobs of the future, which means not just being able to work with computers, but
sorry. Sorry, somebody is playing a game on the same computer, looks like. Hey guys, please, if you are not speaking, can you go on mute?
Mr. Anati.
Mr. Anati sir, can you please be on mute? Okay. So I hope I'm clear till this point, right? The putting the GTT.
Yes, absolutely.
So as of now, I have said only the single GTT. But there is another option of OCO. That means one cancel other. So what it happened? It will give you the two options. One is to set the stop loss. And
Can someone post Mr.
Nathi, can you go on mute, please?
Maybe you can just remove from the meeting.
Remove from the meeting. Please. There's nobody responding.
Okay, I have done the muting. I have done mute all, and then I will unmute myself. Okay, am I audible now? Better?
Yes.
Okay, so what I was telling to say, once you select the OCO, you will get one more field to add the price. So where you can use, suppose in a day you see that, okay, market keep on fluctuating plus and minus. So for example, on the 40 rupees, you purchase a share on 40 rupees, and maybe you just wanted, okay, whenever the price reaches 50 rupees, okay, all my share should be sold maybe after that. So means the trigger price is at the 50 rupees, your share will be sent to the market for sale, and you can give the some range, maybe upper limit there is no limit, you can put as long whatever you want, but something reasonable. So what it means that once the share price go above 50, this sell share should be triggered and it will goes to the market, and whoever can give the price above 40, okay, that your share will be sold automatically and your amount will be credited. So this will be useful that, okay, whenever you set the some target and whenever that target is achieved, it automatically goes for the sale. Okay, one good example I can tell you based on my experience. It is happened yesterday. So I was holding some maybe 100 odd share of Tanla, and I have set some upper limit, maybe 250 or something. So what happened? I mean, personally, I don't want it to sell immediately, but I have sold that, okay, once the share price reached at 250, it should be sold. So it happened. I mean, automatically share was sold at 250, and immediately after, I mean, few minutes only, the share price again fell down to 140. I mean, 10-15 rupees lower than that.
240.
Something correct. So I mean, so in that scenario, I mean, my suggestion is to have, I think, both the things. One is the stop loss and there is the target. Okay, and so once you click on place, your this GTT will be pressed. GTT, as I said, good to trigger. So it will trigger even your price will fall, and it may also trigger when price will rise based on the target, these conditions. So what is the COC means? Once any one of gets triggered, the second order will be automatically gets cancelled. So it is not like a two order. It is just two condition within the same order. Any one condition met, the order will be triggered automatically and get executed based on the given condition. Right. So once you create your GTT, where you can see, then again you can go to the order, and under the orders you can see orders. That means all the orders that you have placed and not yet finally executed at the exchange, those pending order you can see. And then other tab is the GTT. So you can see here there is a list of the GTT which I have created, and if you can see that, okay, the Tanla has been triggered and executed successfully. However, if you can see the Axis Bank was triggered, but it was not executed. So you can still see the 5 out of 5 share I am still having. That means it was triggered. I mean, in my case, it was triggered at the higher side, but look like a price jumped above my given range in a quick amount of time. So I mean, nobody placed that order on that range. So still the share price is higher than my trigger amount. So I mean, this is triggered and become a kind of a null and void. And later on, I have created the another GTT with my expected price. Other thing about the GTT, I wanted to tell you that suppose you have given some stop loss. For example, let us take the example, maybe let us take the Axis Bank. Okay, so when I purchased Axis Bank, I think it was 465 rupees or something. And if you see, the last traded price of the Axis Bank is 509. That means 509 rupees. So whenever you see that, okay, your share price has been increased and you don't want it to lose your profit, what you can do, then you can select your GTT under the options, and the first option is modify. The same window will pop up, and whatever, suppose earlier your stop loss was, for example, 465 and the current price is maybe 500 and plus, you can change your stop loss from the 465 to maybe little bit closer amount of the current price. So in that case, what will happen, even because of something, your share price falls down, your order will be placed into in the market for sale, and you will get your money with profit.
Sorry to disturb you. It's a minute, I think so.
Sorry.
I think it will be a minute, or I think so. The meeting will get end.
Sorry. Meeting will get in. So maybe you can use the same link to rejoin again,
Yeah, yeah.
maybe we can discuss for some more time. Okay. I think it is
Yeah.
But
half.
it is saying it is upgraded to unlimited minutes. Is it?
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
just
this
saying
meeting
if
no longer has a end. Yeah.
correct. So if meeting gets ended, please join with the same link in case.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
No.
Please continue.
Yeah. So in that way, I mean, you any point of time after creating a GTT, you can use the modify feature to change your stop loss, and you can also change your target accordingly. Okay. And once you click on modify, your updated value will get modified. Okay, reflect here. Right. So so this is the, I mean, I personally say this is the great feature, and you should you must use for each and every order to protect your losses and also to save your profits.
One small doubt: is it applicable for future and options also?
Yes, it is applicable for anything.
Okay, fine. It is same as like bracket order, right?
See, personally, bracket order, I have not yet explored. It looks little bit, I mean, I have personally not explored, so I cannot comment at this point of time on the bracket
Okay,
order.
okay.
Maybe
No,
when
bracket orders are only for MIS orders, not for delivery.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
We can use bracket orders and cover orders only for MIS, that is intraday, not for delivery.
Yeah. That's exactly. But this is for everything, right?
Correct. See,
I mean, for equity
GTT,
and for investment.
see, GTT
No,
is the
GTT will
universal.
be valid only for equity delivery, not for MIS. For MIS, they have
Yes.
some other tools.
Yeah, I'm saying that this is for equity and F&Os.
Correct.
However, bracket orders are for MIS. The GTT is for equity, future and options. Am I right?
Right. So far, I have not tried anything with intraday. So maybe somebody, I mean, someone was telling maybe.
Yeah, this is valid only for normal orders, not for cover orders and bracket orders. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, great. Yeah. So what
Fine.
we are getting that GTT will be applicable for the normal equity, and cover and bracket order will be applicable for the intraday.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So any other question or doubt regarding the purchase and creating a GTT? Okay. One more important thing. See, whenever you wanted to sell your stock via GTT or the manual selling option, because why I remember that when I tried selling the first of my, it was getting triggered, but it was not getting executed. So for that purpose, what you need to do, you need to set up your CDCL T-pin. Okay. So this is a one-time activity that you need to authenticate, and doing that, maybe some of you might be aware of that. Be somebody, if you are not aware how to set up a CDCL pin, you'll get option, but for your reference, quick reference, I'm just sending you this link. This is again a Zerodha link. Maybe I'll just, for your quick reference, I will put it in the chat box. Where is the chat box? Why I'm not able to see the chat box? Okay, so you can save this link. So what this link will help you to set up, will provide you an option to set up a CDCL T-pin. So once you click on, that particular link, based on your account, you will be, it will open your own account, and under my profile. So for example, what I'm trying to show is, so under my profile, and then full profile. So there is an option of my profile, and here you'll get a full profile options. Okay. Under my profile, full profile, there is an option of DMAT, right? So whenever you wanted to set up a TPIN, you need to come at this page, and on this page you will have your DMAT ID printed, and the link which I have shared, that link will expect you to provide these two options. Like it will expect to have this DMAT ID and your PAN card, PAN number basically. And based on these two options, you should be able to generate your TPIN. Why this is important? That there's a one-time authentication required by using this TPIN. Otherwise, you won't be able to sell your stock. So suppose you are desperate, because of something you want to sell your stock in the profit or loss, whatever the condition, even no matter you have created your GTT or you wanted to sell if you wanted to sell manually, I think you can do it, but this GTT trigger will not be executed unless and until you provide that TPIN authentication. So please use that link to set up your TPIN, and it will automatically give you the option how to authenticate with this TPIN. Okay. So hope that TPIN authentication part is clear. Once you click on that one, you should already get that option how to set it. It is a simple one. Main thing I want to share is please be sure that you have a TPIN generated and authenticated, so that at the time of selling you should not face the issue, because it will take maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and by the time you will generate it and assign it, at that point in time your time will be lost and you may face some losses, or maybe you may lose some of your profit, right?
Sachin,
yeah,
Sachin, this is Kiran. Where did you share that link? I couldn't see that.
I
box.
think I put it in the chat box, isn't
I think somehow I couldn't able to see that.
Okay. Can you able to just ping me with the chat box? Maybe
Okay, fine.
I'll just send you the link again to everyone.
Sachin, you got this ID from from your profile, right?
Right. See, on the right hand side top corner where there is, one second, let me first chat and to everyone in the meeting. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks, Sachin. Now we got.
Okay, pleasure. I'm not sure if somebody is still waiting in the room. No, I hope it's good. Yes. Yeah, so what I'm saying, once you select my profile, so you will get this window. Under this window, you have a couple of options, right? The account, then select the account. Under the account, you will have personal bank DMAT. So under the DMAT section, you have that DMAT ID. So that CDC, the TPIN required your DMAT ID and your PAN card number to generate that TPIN.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, welcome. One more important thing I wanted to share, and that is, okay, have any one of you contacted anytime the customer care, Zerodha customer care?
Yeah, I've tried several times.
Yes, I tried, sir, but they never answer.
Okay.
This is
No,
Taresh
sir.
Menon.
Yeah, no, okay, Taresh, sir. I think I remember you. So even see, so far I have tried calling them 3 times for the couple of the clarification, and I was lucky. What I'm trying to share is, once you call, you need to provide some number, okay, some code while making the call.
Yeah, support code.
Support code. So I'm just trying to share that, okay, where you get the support code. Can
it is on the same page which you had opened right now for checking your DMAT ID.
Correct.
Yeah, see, there's one right at the top.
Exactly. So under your account, I mean, whenever you wanted to make a call, please note this support code separately so that you should able to successfully connect with the customer
But
care.
I never been asked for the support code. I
Ah.
have just one number, 47192020.
No. That okay. The Zerodha. Which number you connect with? I mean, connect on the Zerodha contact. Sorry, Zerodha customer care.
No, the salesperson gave me his direct number,
No.
which goes to the
Don't-
EPBX board.
No, don't call on that number. I'm again pinging you
Okay,
the.
okay, just help me out. What are you saying? What we should do?
See, this is a
Where
number I'm
should I
typing
call?
I'm typing for everyone. So 08047118188. That is the Zerodha customer care number. So once you call at this number, you will get few
Okay, 1
options,
second.
and one of the option will, I
080
mean, based on your option.
4718. No, it went off. Can you put that next to your number once again?
It is 1 second. I'm just,
4718.
It is in chat box, sir.
it is in chat box.
Acha. Okay.
Okay. So once you put that number, they will automatically get your listed your account information. I mean, whatever is the legal
Okay.
one. So based on that, they can able to help you.
4718 1888.
Right.
Okay.
Triple eight at the end. Right. So so that is the buying option. Any other question related to the buying, or maybe we can. Okay, so let us move on the sell. So similarly, buying, once you select any one of your stock, and then the red button with the S symbol, that is the options to put your share for the sell. So once you suppose you have just purchased, sometime maybe you have decided that okay, I will just sit on half an hour and then do the selling manually, and in that case select your share. So you can select sell option from here, or maybe you can also select the same sell option under your holdings. So once you select your purchase share and just click on the 3 dot boxes, there you may not find a sell option. However, you will find the exit option. So exit is the same as the sell, okay, from your order. So once you exit, it will again pop up the same window, and there you can provide the same option. Like the purchasing, you can have a market price or the limit price. Always, I mean, I personally select the limit price so that I can set up my expected price to sell, and then whenever I will just simply click on sell, it will be sold. However, so this is the example I'm telling. Like I am holding a share, I just wanted to sell. But in case of short selling, I think we know that what is short selling. That means we don't have a share, but we wanted to sell at the higher price and then purchase at the lower price. So in that case, again, you will get an option. I mean, you should sell your share, and then based on your analysis, you can create a GTT to put your stop loss and target. It's the process is the same. So once you create a GTT on your sell order, automatically it will be a purchase order rather than sell order. I hope I'm clear on that one. The creating a
When you
GTT
want
on,
to,
yeah.
when you want to
I
do
think
short
should
selling, you have to do
making one
MIS,
point
right?
clear to the participants that they need to click on MIS if it is short
MIS,
selling,
yeah.
because short selling
Exactly.
is only on intraday. It's not on a
Intraday.
CNC.
Yeah.
Correct. However, suppose for it, okay, let us give another example. Suppose I am selecting the SDFC Live future options. So if you are doing the futures and options, so for example, let us take example of futures, because I have tried so far futures, not options, because it is not taught. Even the futures
Yeah.
also not taught, but I tried something on the bank Nifty part. So I mean, in the futures and option, you can do the short selling as a normal order as well, not necessary at
But
the intraday.
here I just would like to add one point to everyone.
Yeah.
So whenever anyone is doing this futures option, ensure that your capital is adequate and you have at least 20% as additional margin if required to be provided. Since market will be volatile and probably to reach the targets what you have set across, there could be intermittent corrections from what you have anticipated. So
Correct.
every day, Zoda will be calculating the mark-to-market margin. So whenever you enter with one margin, don't think that that will be the margin. Just keep additional 20% and then only do positional plotting.
Right.
Otherwise, what I would recommend is do a intraday future short selling or going long, which will, be of very small amount. Like for example, in Nifty futures, you require 1,80,000 for going long or short. Whereas to do an intraday trend, it will be between 28,000 to 46,000 depending on the volatility of the index.
Correct.
So anyone who is new to futures, do it
I
only when
have
you
no
know it.
idea.
Yeah,
I
do
have
it
no
only
idea
know it.
about futures.
Exactly. That's the reason I'm telling. Do it only when you know it. Otherwise, simply stick to stocks. If you're confident that intraday there will be a great momentum, do it only for stocks. And if you are very clear about your position strategy using our SMM concepts, do it only for delivery. Futures and options don't touch unless anyone is really understood the way it works.
Yeah. Thank you for adding the clarification. I'm sorry, like who was that?
This is Baba Sachin.
Oh, hello, Baba sir. Yes. So even I mean, just to add, even with my limited understanding, day before yesterday and yesterday, I tried something with the Bank Nifty, and I mean, I did little well. I in 2 days, I mean, in two lots, I got around 8,000, and yesterday around 20 plus thousand. So I mean, I'm not recommending you should do. I just tried my experimented with this one. So
Yeah,
I mean,
you were
as
lucky
you,
because it was unidirectional.
yeah,
You were lucky because it was unidirectional because 2,000 points in just 2 days is a big
correct.
amount.
No, in
So
between,
you were
in
lucky in
between,
that.
if you look at, there was couple of ups and downs as well. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, my main point is, suppose if you want to, as you mentioned, so suppose if you wanted to purchase here, just for this example of Bank Nifty, so you can see your minimum margin is 1,39,000. Suppose
Yeah.
140. So I mean, you should add, as you suggested, Baba, maybe maybe 10. I mean, 140 plus, I can say 25,000 more to for the in
Like
case
a
of the
positional
intermediate
play.
correction. Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we can discuss that part little later. Maybe today's one. Let us keep at the
Yeah.
basic one. How to buy and
Yeah.
sell and this GTT, because I'm sure, because when I started 10 days back, I was struggling, and in 10 days I explored a couple of things. So I thought it will be a good idea to share with you. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the,
Sachin, I would
yeah,
Sachin, I would like to add one view on the GTT.
yeah, sure.
Probably for the people who are for the first time they are trading onto the platform, or who are used to having stop losses putting every day when the market opens and getting back to their best for the work. GTT is a great boon. It is not that it will assure you if your positional trade goes against you. It at least protects you for at least 60% of the times. So
Correct.
what happens is GTT is like good till trade. So none of the stockbrokers across India, as at the given date, gives you this option where you can define your stop loss and you can just forget it. Only Zerodha on an experimental basis has started doing this for the last 1 year, and currently it is offered as a free mechanism. Probably in the future, once their risk management systems are refined more, they may charge to the clients. But this feature is very useful, very value addition. Like
Right.
you buy the stock today at 500 rupees, and tomorrow you feel you want to protect your risk at 375, create a GTT order. It could be a stop loss as well as it could be a target, and leave it. And only thing what is required to be remembered by everyone is this GTT works well in range bound market. It will not work in highly volatile directional movement. Like
Exactly.
assume tomorrow the Nifty opens up with a gap down of 1,000 points. The
Yeah.
GTT will not work because it is not a stop loss market order. It is a limit order. So whatever you define in the GTT as a target price or a stop loss price, you can define it in absolute terms or in percentage terms, but both the orders will go as a limit orders. So in limit orders, what happens is when the price gets triggered and the
Sorry, Bala, your
that
voice
order will
is
not get
breaking.
executed itself.
Sorry, Bala, I'm
There's
not
Baba, Sachin, BABA, Baba. Yeah.
Yes, yes. No.
I joined in late. Can we do the GTT thing again, please? I have no idea about this.
Okay, maybe just for your benefit. So
Please,
once
please.
suppose once you have purchased your order, I mean purchase your shares, your stock, your shares suppose executed, and either they will be under order or under holding sections, and you
Right.
have not created, you have not put any of the stop loss. So what you can
Right.
do, that you can come to your orders under order section or holding, and this next to the stock name there are three blue buttons, options.
Yeah.
Once you click
Yeah.
the options, under this drop down list, the fourth option is create GTT, right?
Okay.
So once you click at create GTT, and there will be once you purchase, automatically it will be a transaction type, it will show as a sell. Trigger type, I would recommend always select OCO, that is one cancel other, and the first option is you can put the stop loss. Suppose you have purchased some share maybe on 500 rupees, and you wanted that, okay, whenever if something happens bad in the market and if shares price started falling, so in that case you can put the number whenever the share price falls below 484, then your share should be automatically triggered for the sale into the market. And you can also give a limit. For example, I purchase at 500 rupees. What I'm telling that, okay, if the share price fall below a 484, then my order will go to the market immediately. And you can also put some target. For example, I'm putting as 475. That means whatever the price that market will offer between 484 and between 475, any value of the price that your share will be sold, and you will get your money back.
Okay.
Okay.
Talking about getting your money back, I find that whenever I purchase something on Zerodha, that evening itself that my fund is reduced by that amount. But when it gets some intraday trading that I did, and I made some 500,000 rupees, that is not reflecting in my funds account, my statement.
No, it will reflect.
Maybe after 2 days, T+2, is it?
I don't say to next by, I think by the late evening or the maximum by next day it happens.
Because they have something else called concourse or something.
No.
Where you have to go.
See, for example, I just quickly show you. See, yesterday I have purchased, for example, Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty one lot required 1,39,000 margin. So when I purchased, that amount was deducted from my account, and when I exited, by the evening I got all my money back. So if you see I have all my available margin here, and no margin used is a 0. That means it is a full amount I got. I mean, full amount plus the profit I got in my main account under the fund.
So where do I go and see each transaction?
Each transaction.
Is there any ledger account where I can see that?
See, you don't see every day at the end of the day, you will get an email from the Zerodha and from the stock exchange detail, and other thing you will also get under there is a report. Somebody wanted to add something.
Yeah, you can actually go and check into console as well.
Correct.
Because once you right click on the profile button, you get console. So in console, you will find everything.
Correct. So I just opened the console. If you see, you will have all your detail history, the way you want it. Here are various options. You can pick and select and get all those options.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for the benefit of everyone, just keep a track on whoever has already opened the accounts very recently. Probably the broker might have taken additional documentation pertaining to the revised margins which are coming into effect from September 1st. Or in case the accounts are old, they are sending SMSs and emails to activate it. So there is a lot of changes which are going to happen from September 1 if SEBI is not postponing the margin trading. So keep an eye on it. This is applicable for the people who do leverage and not for the people who maintain 100% funds.
Okay. So 100% fund means, I mean, we should
Like
always
you take,
maintain the
yeah,
amount.
you
Yeah.
take position.
Yeah.
You take position of 1 lakh, then you maintain position funds of 1 lakh. It is not applicable. But you take position of 2 lakhs and you have only 1 lakh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, Zerodha gives you 20 times exposure on margin trading funding for F&O options.
Right.
So assume that you have 3 lakhs in your account, like you have shown now, you can take 20 times of that exposure. So if you take exposure beyond 3 lakhs, then the entire regulations are getting changed from September 1. The broker association has represented it to be postponed. If it is not getting postponed, then from Tuesday next week, all the things will come into change. So there is a lot of changes which is happening pertaining to the delivery, pertaining to the way we get the profits, pertaining to the way we take additional exposure from the profits, by the way the delivery settlement happens, the way the settlement happens with long weekends. So there's a lot of changes which are happening effective next week.
Yes. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. May I know who is this?
This is Baba again, Sachin.
Oh, sorry.
I think my name is not getting displayed.
No. So somehow it is not getting. I mean, normally it should happen that whoever is speaking his name getting displayed, but it's not happening for me. I'm sorry for that, Baba. Asking again.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was the some basic things. One more thing, which is not related to the Zerodha or the trading, but I realized because of by discussion with one of my friends. So what I realized that in our group there are a couple of maybe housewife or ladies are there who are also participating. So I mean, for the working professional like me or maybe some of you, we have all the proofs of the incomes and the bank statement and everything. But maybe somebody, if you are a housewife or maybe the non-working professional and you don't have an appropriate income proof, okay, so maybe if you require additional suggestion, it is again a voluntary from mine, nothing I'm charging for that. So to help on how to have some official income proof, so that because once you start, I mean, normal trading it is okay, but suppose you wanted to try your hand with commodities and all, then your income proof will be a must. You need to there you need to provide your income proof. There is one of the options, because when I tried my hands with silver, while opening the account, it will not ask for any income proof. It will simply say bank account, check and everything. But whenever you try purchasing a commodity, silver, gold, or any crude oil, anything from the commodities, then Zerodha will ask you the income proof. And there are a couple of options though, but some option I find which is the best appropriate to provide to the Zerodha. So if you are interested, maybe put your interest in the WhatsApp group. I will arrange a separate session to discuss on that part. What is the best way to provide the income proof for the such kind of accounts, so that you will not be in trouble from the income tax or something.
Sachinanand, you are part of our Asta group, is it?
Yes. I see, sir. I am like you, student only.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're not a fresher. You know a lot about trading and all.
No, sir. I just started 10 days back actual trading.
Okay.
But the only thing is somehow I learned few of the things. I don't know everything. What I'm trying to say that I struggle. I mean, I learned in 10 days, but I spend a significant amount of time by Googling and by talking to the customer care. So whatever information I got in 10 days, I wanted to share those information in 1 hour for all of your benefit. So that
you are located in you're located in Hyderabad?
Yes, sir. I'm located in Hyderabad.
Okay. Fine.
Okay.
So
yeah, so I mean, that is the simple thing. Today I wanted to just share about the buying, selling, GTT, stop loss and all. So we'll keep on connecting based on your need or some other questions. We can keep on discussing. Maybe in future, what I'm thinking, because some of the trading which I have done in the past, it is working. It is not like I'm trying to teach on top of whatever Rajesh had taught, but some of the good practices among us, if we can follow, because some of the minor things, when we actually start trading, then only we will get. I mean, when we do the hands-on or the trading terminal. So I thought it is a good practice to share with each other something good practice, something you found or I find. That's the reason I have created this platform. So the similar like-minded people come across on the same platform and discuss maybe learnings or good and bad or the best practices or anything related to the trading and whoever is in the Zerodha account.
Well, that's very nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you'll be sharing the recording, Sachin?
Yes, yes, I will convert those regarding the shareable format, and then maybe by tonight or early morning, I will put in the link in
Yeah.
the WhatsApp group. You
Okay.
can have a look. Okay. So I think these are the
Great.
most important things. So opening the
Yeah.
account, creating the like T-pin, it is important, and this Google Authenticator. Google Authenticator. I hope you will get it by default. So it will give you the message in mobile phone. You need to download an app. So whenever you are login, after your login ID and password, earlier it was a PIN, but now you from your Google Authenticator, you need to provide a code. So I mean, whoever is not yet set up, maybe once you are opening the account, that will be the another activity. It is for security purpose only. You will get that additional security feature to add on top of your on top of your login ID and password.
So we need to
Zerodha
download a separate
platform
application
is,
for that.
Yes. In your once you get the pop-up in your Google account, in your Play Store, you will get an option that download Google Authenticator.
No. If I'm using the kite, I'm using the kite from my laptop. So
Correct. So even
how
if
am
you
I
are
supposed
using,
to set that?
yeah, even so, see, normally it is a recently launched. So maybe everyone has not get an option. I got it that option 4 days back automatically. When I log in, it says that you need to add one. Okay, no, not on the login. Basically, what I have done when I started putting something with a higher. So because just for learning purpose, we see these all are my learning. So I just created few shares of Axis Bank, few of ICICI, etc. But when you go to the little bigger amount, so when I tried my hands with the Bank Nifty, definitely it require more than 1,39,000. I mean,
Right.
margin, right? Okay. So when you add a little bit bigger amount, then that it will force you to have that additional security. And that point of time, you'll get a pop-up and you will get an option. I mean, it will tell you that what to do. So basically, it will tell you that, install a Google Authenticator. So that means from your mobile phone, you need to download a Google Authenticator. And once you provide your login ID and password, then you have to provide one more PIN, which is generated from your phone. That is additional application. That 6-digit code you will get, which is every minute it changes. Okay, so that means
so every time I log in, I'll have to use that pin.
correct. Every
No,
time.
clear. I just give you that view. This is Baba again.
Yes, Baba.
This authenticator is something which is optional. It's not mandatory. So most of the financial banking apps are either integrated to the Google platform or either integrated to the Microsoft platform. So both Microsoft and Google have now come across with an app called Authenticator app. So you can choose either of the platform, and when you add a login ID of any website, it could be Zerodha, it could be your own Gmail account, it could be your bank account. So you go to those Authenticators app and add the logins. So whenever you are using that particular login at any place, then immediately it will say that please go to your Authenticator app and please enter that number which is shown there. So it is just like if anyone is working in a tech company in this group, it is just like accessing your VPN.
Right.
So the VPN is updated every 10 seconds whenever you are logging into your laptop. It's the same analogy. So you go to the Authenticator app, you add as many logins as you have across the websites. So whenever you are using the same login at any system, then it will ask you to enter that authenticator. It is purely optional. It is not mandatory. Anyone who wants an additional layer of security so that no one else, third party with your account, you can use this authenticator app.
Okay.
Right. Thanks, Baba, for adding the more clarification.
Yeah, welcome, Sachin.
Okay. So that's all at high level. If is there any additional question from anyone on the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Pratik here. Sachin and Mr. Baba, I have one thing to ask you as I'm a fresher. And initially we had been told that we need to have 2 trading accounts, right? So I already have an account in Zerodha, and I've recently opened an account in Asta Trade, which is a leverage broker. So I just need to ask one thing. As the new rules, you said the SEBI is going to launch on the 1st of September. So as I can see in this Asta Trade, you get a bank Nifty lot for a margin of $5,000. So if I maintain a balance of only $5,000 in my Asta Trade account and I do an intraday trade, which I'll be squaring off on the same day. So is there anything else which I need to consider while doing the trade, or you know?
See, maybe
While closing the
maybe
Very soon your Astra thread will be communicating with you, Pratik, for doing the
Okay.
additional procedure, which will be compliant from the broker side and from your side. Because if a broker is not compliant, the exchange is going to levy a penalty, which will again be directed to your
Okay.
account. So they'll be sending you the communication to authenticate through OTPs, vis-a-vis routing
Okay.
it through your Demat accounts to give them that compliance from a risk point of view, so that exchange does not levy a penalty and broker does not
Okay.
levy a penalty to you.
Yeah, but as
Like
far
for
as I had
example,
heard, that penalty will be for
in
broker,
your
na?
case, for example, Pratik, in your case, assume that you have done an option selling of 5,000 rupees, and at the end of the
Huh.
day, that
Okay.
5,000 became 7
Huh.
or 8,000 rupees. Now
Right.
with that 5,000, you want to continue selling options. The 3,000 rupees,
Huh.
you want to buy a stock. Under the new guidelines, it is not
Okay.
allowed. Assume that today you have done, yesterday you have done it. 5,000 you can still continue to do an option selling. 3,000 you could have bought ICICI Bank shares. In the new margin rules,
Huh.
when you generate any profit from the options, you can buy only options. You cannot buy cash market.
Okay. So either I can buy options or I can take out that money,
Yeah.
right? Any
See,
of the
since you
two.
have opened 2 accounts, it is as simple as that. Cash market, you are going to deal with Zerodha account. Asta, you will be using it for option selling because it gives highest leverage in the country.
Right. Right. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And just to add, I think having a 2 account, maybe it is not mandatory. It is only recommended. For example, if you're a normal trader and you want someday, if some terminal is down, you can switch to another terminal if you are so desperate to use. Okay. Otherwise, if you have a very vast portfolio, you wanted to do the options with a higher leverage, one account, and then normal trading other account, you can do. Otherwise, if you are just a fresher, just started, I don't think there is a real need of maintaining a 2 account in parallel. It is optional. It is up to you if you wanted to maybe really, if you don't want any downtime or you want more leverage, which Asta trading account is providing. So I think
Yeah, that's what.
yeah. Okay, great. So is there any other question from anyone, regarding buying and selling? Any other
I have a doubt related to margin. So can anyone address it?
Yes.
Yeah, you can ask.
Yes, please.
So other than suppose I am trading in currency. So I'll take an example in currency.
Yeah.
While I'm trading in currency, so there is a charges applicable from Asta. So earlier I don't know. I thought earlier if you'll buy a couple of lots, suppose I bought 5 lots, I sold it, again I bought 5 lots, again I sold it. In a day I did it 4 times. So every time the charges will be accumulate, or how it is? It is for whole day the charges will be 50 or 60 rupees like that.
No, charges are applicable based on your each and every transaction. Right, Baba?
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, see, it is like this. for some brokerages, what they do is it is per lot, depending on which brokerage plan you have chosen. And for some of the brokerages, they give you default 10 rupees or 20 rupees per trade.
Correct.
So you may have 10 lots, they will still collect you a brokerage of 10 rupees or 20 rupees. Or there could be brokerages which will charge you for each lot 10 rupees or 20 rupees. It all depends on which brokerage plan you are in, and brokerage is always subjected to each trade.
Correct. So it is like a simple term. It is like a purchasing a plot and selling it, and again purchasing. So as many times registration happens, selling and purchase, every time you have to pay the stamp duty charges. I mean, whoever is just purchasing or selling, right? So it is a kind of a similar understanding. I mean, just to make it simple, I'm just taking that example. Yeah. And again, I think a margin one is a different. Margin one means, suppose I wanted to purchase one lot of say SDFC futures. Okay, so if you look at the like one lot having a quantity of 1100, and price of each share is 595. Okay, so approximately the lot size, the total amount will be around 6,24,000 approximately. So the margin means, when we are purchasing or selling that much lot in account, we don't need to have the whole amount. I mean, if you have suppose 2 lakhs of amount, only 1,91,000, approximately 25% of your margin will be, I mean, used, amount will be used to trade that much, I mean, 6,24,000 rupees worth of share. Okay, so that is the margin means. You have to maintain a minimum amount in your margin to trade that particular lot. That okay, so that is the fund of margin.
Yeah, I wrongly put it at margin. I am talking about the charges, so which is explained clearly. Thank you.
Great. Okay, so I think we have already maybe more than 1 hour happened. So if you have any last minute question, we can discuss. Otherwise, you can put it in your WhatsApp group. We can discuss also there, or if there is any particular questions or something, we can have maybe some next week in some other similar session or some other topic. And regarding the income tax proof or something, maybe based on your interest, we can have another session. What is the best options to show the income tax option, and other additional help. If anyone wants to help on how to file your tax return, I can also spend some time. It is just less than half an hour of job. So if anybody need help on filing income tax also, I can also help on that. Again, with a free of cost, no charge.
Great, that's nice. Chalo, good night, Sachin. Nice talking to you.
Yeah,
thank you very much, Sachin.
Thank you.
Yeah, see you. Good night. Bye.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.